Dobbins diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Dallas Flowers going to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go. Back. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Well, a timeout called for by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Richardson off the play fake. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Michael Pierce in all of his 340-pound glory gets the sack. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Jackson now off the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Jackson going to shift him around. And now an audible here into something else. Play action. It's Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Jackson going to run. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson run. That might be number 1.
It should be number 1. And in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. 30-yard line, 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Being chased out left. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Hey, report! Report! Hey! Nice shot! Go ahead.
Jackson from the shotgun. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Hey, come on. Go. No, we changed it.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
We changed it.
Now they send the tight end in motion left. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now Lamar changing the play.
It's a loss of 4. Brings up 3rd and goal.
Third and goal, Jackson. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And he's got Pierce. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
21 yards.
First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. He's got it with the 15. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Josh Downs as the first half is winding down. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. No good. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson throwing the out route incomplete. That's Flowers. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. A final shot before break. Jackson fighting his way through contact. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 30. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. 80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. Touchdown, Colts. Kylan Granson from 3 yards out. And the Colts have cut it back within a score. That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with a touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage, probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here. Richardson will throw for it. It's caught. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide down with the first down for the moment, but a penalty flag on the field. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Hey, report. Hey, move.
Jackson now. And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden,
toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked up by Juju Brents. And the Colts will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Justin Madubuike firing across the line there and planting him for a loss. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off the option, here's Taylor. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 87 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Richardson looking to throw this. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Flushed out right. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Let's go. Drop 60, drop 60.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. His defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Tucker with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if I kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long game or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Looks like another on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Taking on the midfield logo. A 40-yard punt, given 3 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have an excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain. Here's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here now, 2nd and 4. Jackson, options out left. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Lamar changing the look. Here's Jackson to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. It's a pickup of 6. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Tucker now for the extra point. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. To convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And now they're in the hurry-up.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. Here's Richardson to throw. His throw incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. 4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Muscles him off. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
No, we changed it.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing again, it's Richardson on second down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Dragon 60.
Now Richardson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Richardson on fourth down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. He gets this underneath to Dobbins, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Jackson going to change things up a bit. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You can't just keep telling yourself, throw us downfield, we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what. And he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage. And they were more than ready for him. The problem now is you got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10.
At the 24-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Jackson. Room here to run. Down the left sideline. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Throwing is Jackson. Flush to his right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Called out a very strong gain of 24. The Ravens going to move on to another week in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody.